Hello Capricorn, this is Gypsy Spirit here with you, and I am ready to give you your tarot reading for the week of February 12th through February 18th. And we'll just, please bear in mind, this is a general reading, so some of it may apply to you, some of it may not. What applies, great, hang on to it. What doesn't apply, let it go. If you want your own personal reading, I talk about that at the end of this video. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get started. I've already drawn your cards. And gosh, we have a doom and gloom week, Capricorn. We got a 10 of Wands in reverse. So, and also the Death card in reverse. And then the 5 of Cups. So what's going on? What's going on here? I see the Death card where I want to talk about that Death card. The 10 of Wands is, as you can see, he's got his back. He's got his back turned. The 10 of Wands. Wands is about work, something you're trying to work through, something you're trying to do. And when I see the 10 of Wands in reverse, it's like you're wondering, when is it going to be over? When am I going to get the help that I need? When am I going to get the healing, the help, whatever it may be that I need? I know a lot of times when I see this card pull up, I see a lot of single mothers who are raising their children. They may not even be single. They may have a husband and they're doing everything all by themselves. And they're just like beating themselves to death. It's like it doesn't seem like there's an end to the situation or what's going on. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading, so you got to pick your story. So whatever it is that's going on, you feel like you're all alone, and it's not, there's not an end to it. We've got the Death card in reverse. So the Death card is telling me that the resentment, the anger, whatever it is, you're hanging on to it. I'm trying to think of a story that I could relate to this, but you know, when you hang on to certain emotions, it's hard to move forward. It's hard. Rather than seeing the cup half full, you're seeing it half empty, and it's like, when am I going to get the help that I need? When is this going to happen? It's almost like you know, when I was married to a man who never helped me, never. I had to do everything. I had to do all the grocery shopping, the cooking, taking care of our child, doing the homework, doing the cleaning, and I worked a full-time job. And he didn't always work a full-time job. He had a job where he was a wireman journeyman for an electrical, did electrical work. And so when he worked, but there were times that he was out of work and I would still be working and still have to come home and do everything, and it would really piss me off. And that resentment just really started to build up. And I did try to talk to him. And you know, you can't change another person, but you can change yourself and you can change your thoughts. And I did eventually end up leaving, but after I left, I was so angry with him. I could have sat and told you, it would take me 2 weeks to tell you all the things that he did that, you know, caused the marriage to fail. And I remember one day I was meditating, and I remember hearing universe speak to me as loud as you can hear me speak to you. And universe said, stop talking about all the things that your husband did or didn't do. Start, and the universe said, I will deal with him. I will take care of him. This is between me and him. Start thinking about yourself and the changes that you need to make in order for you to heal and move forward. And that really struck me. And and looking at my ex-husband now, yeah, he got his karma. But anyway, the 5 of Cups, this is what this is telling you. Cups is about emotions, and it's like you are pulling yourself away. When I see the Death card, what I wanted to talk about with the Death card is like, there is something that you're not letting go of. There's a resistance. an energy, a thought, a behavior, something that you're not letting go of. It could be an addiction of some kind. For some of you, there, again, this is a general reading. So there could be some sort of an addiction. And, the Ten of Wands, you're just not, you're not there. You're not getting what you need. You need to, you're trying, and it's hard. It's really hard. And you're having a hard time giving something up, whatever it is. It could be food. It could be things, the way that you think about things, trying to change, but you're still hanging on. And the Five of Cups, again, you're hanging on, still thinking about it. And Cups is about emotions and healing. And, maybe, you're not, maybe it's not time yet, but you feel trapped. You feel like you want to move forward. Excuse me. And you can. But again, it's taking that time, like right now, while you're in that solitude, that time of solitude, thinking about things and trying to heal. Think about what it is that you need to change within yourself, your thought processes, or your behavior, how you think about things. I'm on this big kick about an attitude of gratitude. I have a client, and we talk regularly. And a couple of weeks ago, she called me and she was telling me all the things that people were doing to her, and how it was affecting her. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Let's back up here. The way that you were brought up, you really should be like a prostitute on the streets. And look at you. You have like 3 jobs, 2 children, a nice car. You do pretty well for yourself. And, you've got money. And so I don't, you change that thinking around, because she was blocked. There were so many things that she wanted, and she was blocking the things that she wanted in her life. And I told her, I said, yeah, all these things that you've already manifested, they've already been orchestrated by your spirit guides, but you can't get to it because your mind is so wrapped up in the past and what people have done to you and all that. You got to get yourself out of that. And I actually had a conversation with her this morning, and she told me that she realized that she needed to have an attitude of gratitude and be more grateful for what's in front of her. And guess what? Just Tuesday, this last week, she finally got to move into her own. She moved into a house, a 3-bedroom house, on an acre, nice piece of country acre land. It's perfect for her. So, yeah, and then I find out that she's had this gentleman person that has been helping her. And, there's nothing romantic involved, but he's helped her move and everything. So she is so very blessed. And now she's taken that and is looking at that more than the stuff that's not working for her. The stuff, instead of looking at the glass half empty, she's looking at it as half full. And I encourage you to do the same, Capricorn, in this reading. So I hope this helps. If you would like to have your own personal reading, you can do that. All you got to do is go to the box below, and my website is located there. And if you would like to get a monthly reading with me over the telephone, you can become a member of my Patreon page. And that information is also in the box below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you would like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And I hope if you're watching the Super Bowl today, that even if your team does, I hope your team does win, but if your team doesn't win, and in spite of it all, I hope that you have a wonderful time eating good food and visiting with family and friends. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.